All right, we're ready to go. Dice is here, and Luis Aparicio will lead off defensively for the Tigers. We have Oops, as the Chicago. Defensively for the Tigers, we have Willie Horton in left field, Hal Northrup in center field, Al Kaline in right field. I notice Al Kaline is a +10. You can run on that arm. Northrup and Horton both have -5 arms. Infield, you have Don Wirt at third base. Mickey Stanley at shortstop. He's a +5 with a 6 error rating, so he's kind of weak defensively at shortstop. Dick McAuliffe at second base. Range 3, error 2, -5 throwing arm, which is good for getting double plays. Norm Cash, not a lot of range, but very few errors. And Bill Freehand behind the plate. For the batting order, for the White Sox will be Luis Aparicio will lead off. At short, Nellie Fox at second base. Jim Landis at third. Sherm Lawler at catcher. Al Smith in left. Earl Torgerson in first. Phillips at third base. Jim McAndry at right field. And Dick Donovan will be the pitcher. And we're ready to start here in Tiger Stadium. Pitcher Earl Wilson to Luis Aparicio. And we get a 23, and that will be a ground out. Aparicio is a righty, so that will be a ground out. Let's see, we got a 6. So that will be a ground out 6-3 for the first out. 1 out. Next up will be Nellie Fox. Nellie Fox will be up for the Chicago White Sox. And the windup and the pitch. 59 is going to be a flyout, but we have that too, so that's going to come into play. So it's a fly ball. Gotta move this white dice here. There you go. So with the lefty up, it's a fly ball to left field, but we gotta look to see now the platoon check. We might get a platoon check. There is no platoon check because Nellie Fox is not a platoon hitter and Earl Wilson is not a platoon hitter, but we have to see if we go to the X chart. So 97, so we go to the X chart and we roll the dice. And we got 95 rolled. If any out other than K, automatic platoon check. But so we will do a platoon check, but these guys don't do platoons. So we do get fly ball to left field, and that's 2 outs. And now we will have Jim Landis coming to bat. And it's going to be Wilson's going to be pitching to Landis. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And 66 is going to be a flyout. Landis is a righty. We look at the 4. It's going to be a flyout to left field, and that's the 3rd out. So the White Sox are down 1, 2, and 3. And coming up will be the Detroit Tigers. And Dick Donovan coming to the plate for the Tigers. All right, there we go. Camera settle down. All right. So Dick Donovan's going to be pitching for the Detroit Tigers. So let's take a look for the White Sox. The White Sox defense. The White Sox have Al Smith in left. He's a -5. Jim Landis is a -10 at center field, and Jim McAndrew is a right field is -5. Luis Aparicio, I did not put his arm ring down. I'm going to have to do that. Bubba Phillips is +5 at third. Nellie Fox is +5 at second. Earl Torgerson is +5 at first base, and Sherm Lawler is 0 behind the plate. So let's see what Aparicio. Aparicio is a 0 at shortstop. So I'll write that down. So now for the Detroit Tigers, the lineup is right here. Dick McAuliffe will lead off, second baseman. Mickey Stanley is your shortstop. Al Kaline is the right field. Willie Horton's left field. Norm Cash first. Bill Freehand catcher. Jim Northrup center. Don Wirt third base. And yeah, Earl Wilson is going to be batting. I mean, it's going to be pitching and batting. All right, so Dick McAuliffe is up. Dick Donovan's going to pitch McAuliffe. Dick Donovan adds 1 to the hits, subtract 1 from the strikeouts, minus 5K. He's a fly ball, ground ball mixture pitcher. He likes to have the ball put in place. Doesn't have a lot of Ks. And he does keep the extra base hits down, except a few extra home runs. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's 92 for Dick McAuliffe. But we got the one, so we're going to roll on the 1-6 table, 88. Possible error by Dick McAuliffe. So we roll for the type of hit first. So we got a 50. There was a 50. That's a 52. So a 52 is a single into center field. All right, there's no adjustment on the hit. 52. Okay, so there's no adjustment on the hit. So it is going to be a hit. It's going to be a single. Now we have to see where the ball goes. So let's move these dice out of the way. So he's a lefty, and we hit a 4. So it's going to be a single into left field. The left fielder is Al Smith. 1 or 2. He errors. No error on Al Smith, but it is a hit for Dick McAuliffe into left field. So we have a run on first. 1 out. No score. And Mickey Stanley is at the plate. All right. Dick Donovan's pitching to Mickey Stanley. Runner on first. We're going to get the hit and run going already. 87 will be a hit, but we got that too. So let's see what that is. We got 79. So that's a triple X play. So we're going to go to the triple X chat with a runner on base. We're going to roll these dice. I rolled an 82. So it's going to be a pass ball check. So the catcher is going to be Sherm Lawler. And I did not write his pass ball rating down. Shame on me. All right, Sherm Lawler is going. Pass ball rating is a 4. Sherm Lawler's a 4. So 4 or less on the 10-sided dice, and he will pass ball. And he does. So the ball gets by Lawler. Runner goes to second base. So the hit still stands for Mickey Stanley. So now we got a runner at second base plus Mickey Stanley with the hit. And 95 is a deep drive for Mickey Stanley. So let's look at the cards. So Stanley is a right-hander. And we're going to add 10 to the dice roll. And the roll becomes 0, 2, plus 10 is 12. And that is a fly ball. What a disappointment. That is a fly ball. That is a disappointment. I was expecting some exciting here. So that will be a fly ball, as I said, to left field. And it's an ordinary fly ball. The left fielder is a -5. McAuliffe is a 60. Oh, I'll be 55 to make it to third base. We are not going to, we're just going to stay at second. So Stanley's down. Now we got Alkaline up, Alkaline. And the windup, and here's the pitch. 0-2. That will be a walk. Dick Donovan takes away 1 walk, but he doesn't take away 2 walks. So we have a runner on first and second. And we got Willie Horton up. And the windup. And the pitch to Horton. And it's 54. 54 is a line out. Good thing I did not try to do a... And it's a fly out to center field. And the Tigers are grateful that they did not do a hit and run. This would have been a double play. All right, Norm Cash is going to be up. Cleanup hitter. There's our first and second. 2 outs, no score. First inning. 17 is a strikeout. So Dick Donovan, oh, but Dick Donovan's -5 on strikeouts. So let's take a look at the card in the lower right-hand corner. So -5. So the lower strikeouts become ground ball, but that isn't one of the 5 lower strikeouts, so that will be an out. Norm Cash struck out, no score. So we're going to go to the top of the second inning, and we just don't have any score. Earl Wilson's coming into pitch, and Sherm Lawler is going to be hitting. All right, here we go. All right, here's the pitch. 0, I'm going to count 2, and that will be a walk. Lawler will walk Earl Wilson. There's 1 to the walk. So Lawler is going to be on first base. He steals a 10 to 55. He's going to try to get a jump. 15, he gets a jump. He's going to try to steal second base. 46, so he stole second base. So now we have a runner on second base with nobody out. And Lawler's up. And the pitch is a 12. That will be a strikeout. 1 out. Okay. Oh, wait, Al Smith is up for 12. That will still be a strikeout. Okay. Earl Torgerson is going to be up. Earl Torgerson will be up. Down. Yeah. Here we go. Wilson pitching to Torgerson. And we got a 55. Will be a ground ball with the runner advancing, but we got a 1. 27. Okay, so there's no range check. So lefty hits the ball to the third baseman. 5 to 3. Runner goes to third. So we got a runner on third, and we got 2 outs. And now up will be Bubba Phillips. Bubba Phillips will be at bat. And here's the windup. And the pitch. And we got 91, which would be a hit for Bubba Phillips. 91. I'm going to roll the dice, see what type of hit it is. And we got 71. That will be a short double. Yep, short double for Bubba Phillips. That will bring home the cleanup hitter, Sherm Lawler, and that will give the Chicago White Sox a 1-run lead. Bubba Phillips, 10 to 50, stolen base. Well, that's strikeouts for Mekanen. All right, I'm going to hit and run here to prevent double play. Let's see if I can't get that. There we go. Okay, so it's a hit and run here to prevent the double play. I'm missing a dice. And 07. Now it's a minus to the walk, and the lowest base on balls becomes a ground out, but that is not a low. Base on balls, a high base on balls. So we have a runner on second with 1 out. First and second, 1 out. And the pitcher up. Dick Donovan is an A bunter. He is going to bunt. And we got a 70 for the bunt. He is an A bunter. Poor bunt, lead runner out. Poor bunt, lead runner out at run. So the lead runner has a chance to beat out that bunt. So the catcher is going to get it, and he's going to throw it to the third baseman, Wirt. And Phillips is a 56 at running. So there's going to be the throw. Oh, and they get Phillips. So it goes 2 to 5 for Phillips. Just barely got him. So we're going to have runners at first and second. 2 outs, and Luis Aparicio is up. Excellent. All right, here we go. Pitch to Aparicio is 45, and that will be a pop-up to, nope, 41. That will be a ground ball, and that will be the third out. He's a righty. So that'd be a ground out, 6-3, third out. But Chicago White Sox managed to get 1 run, and we're going to the bottom of the second inning with the Chicago White Sox leading the Detroit Tigers. The 59 White Sox leading the 68 Tigers 1-0. So Bill Freehand, Dick Donovan's going to be pitching Bill Freehand. And we got 66. That's going to be a fly ball. We got 2 on the blue dice. So that's going to be a fly out to left field. Wow. And this is a hot night here in Detroit. I'm telling you. All right. Jim Northrup going to be up. 85. That is a hit for Northrup. What kind of hit? And we get 62. That is going to be a single. So Jim Northrup gets a single. Runner on first with 1 out. And we got Don Wirt, third baseman for Detroit. And the pitch. Pitch to Wirt is 19, but 19. Lowest case become ground ball, so that will be a strikeout. And we got 2 outs. And the pitcher is up. Northrup is going to try to hit it away naturally. Here's the windup and the pitch. 26 is a strikeout. So we're going to go to the top of the third inning. The Chicago White Sox have a 1-0 lead over the Detroit Tigers. It is the 68 Tigers versus the 59 Chicago White Sox. Nellie Fox is up. And Nellie Fox gets a hit. And the type of hit is a 1. So that will be just a single. Now Nellie Fox is a 55. It's a 1050 for stolen base. He's not going to try a stolen base. Instead, we're going to have Jim Landis try to do it. We're going to try a hit and run play on field. So we got 32. And 32 will be a regular ground ball. Let's see. That will be a regular ground ball, but we got to roll to see if we get an error check on it. 92, there will be an error check. So the ground ball is going to be to the third baseman. So the error check is going to be on Wirt. Wirt is a 4. And that is an error. So it's an error on Don Wirt at third base. I have the error chart over here. It's a ground ball. That's 10. So 1 base error. So Don Wirt at third base makes an error. That's going to put runners in first and second, nobody out. And Sherm Lawler is going to be up. Tigers are off to a rocky start. It's like the third error by third base in 2 games. And there's a windup and the pitch. At 44 is going to be a ground out. And that is going to be 5. That is going to go to 5. 6-3 unassisted. 6-3 unassisted on double play. So the shortstop gets the force out at second base, and he throws it to first base. Now, Lawler has a chance to beat out the throw. Stanley is a +5 arm. So Lawler has to throw 49 or below, and he doesn't do it. So it's a 6-3 double play with Nellie Fox going to third base. And now up will be Smiling Al Smith. And here's the windup, and here's the pitch. I do not roll the blue dice. I got to roll the blue dice. Okay, 98 is a hit for Al Smith. That will definitely bring you Nellie Fox. And it's a 6, so that's going to be a straight single. Yeah, and Nellie Fox is going to come home with the second run of the game for the White Sox. And we now have, we're running on first, Earl Torgeson. Al Smith is going to try to get the jump. And he does not get the jump. We're going to do a hit and run. Al Smith, right? And he did not get the jump. Torgeson is up. Torgeson, tough player to hit and run with because he has a little bit more than normal strikeouts, but he's going to do it anyways. 49 on a hit and run. That is a ordinary ground ball hit to the second baseman, but hit and run is on. So I got a chart here. So I got a roll, and if this roll is 33 or under, that's going to be a single. And it's not, so that's going to be an out, and it's going to be 4 unassisted. Fielder's choice. But we're going to go to the bottom of the third inning with the Chicago White Sox having a 2-run lead, 2-0. So now Dick Donovan is going to pitch for the White Sox against Dick McAuliffe. Just going to center it. Excellent. All right. Dick Donovan's pitching to Dick McAuliffe. We have the top of the order. And 48 is going to be a ground ball, but we got the 1. So it's going to be a ground ball hit to the first baseman. Oh, wait. So it's going to be 3-1. Ground ball hit to the first baseman. We got 22. Dice. So that's going to be arranged. Not an error check. So that's going to be an out. Okay. So that's going to be 3-1 for the first out. 1 out. Now up will be Mickey Stanley. Mickey Stanley will be hitting. And the pitch. And it's 98. Stanley gets a hit, but we have a possible range check on the right fielder. 59, is it a range check? Yes, it is a range check. So the right fielder is Jim McAndrews. And his range is a 4. And he does not get it, so it is a hit. We'll see what type of hit Mickey Stanley got. 21, that is going to be a single for Mickey Stanley. So Stanley's on first. Alkaline is going to be up. Alkaline has some power, so we're not going to do a hit and run. 27, that's going to be a possible grounded into, no, 27 is going to be a grounded into double play. That will be a, Alkaline's a righty. That will be a 6 unassisted to 3 double play, and that's the third out. So we're going to be going to the top of the 4th inning with the Chicago White Sox having a 2-0 lead. Again, we have the 1959 pennant World Series winning Chicago White Sox against the 1968 World Series ring Detroit Tigers here in Detroit. The wind is blowing out. Here we go. So we got a 78. That will be a hit. Now Earl Wilson is -1 to the hits, so normally Phillips would be 76 to 100, but in this case he's 77 to 100. Doesn't matter because, and I just messed up. Doesn't matter because 78 is greater than 77. 94 is a double. So that will be a double Torgerson. So 6 is the double is going to be to, let's see, righty. It's going to be a double. This is the dice. It's going to be a double to center field. The center field is -5. Bubba Earl Torgerson is going to try to come around. 64, 0 to 59, but there's 2 outs, so it's going to be 69, 74. So Torgerson is going to try to come home. Let's look at the charts, shall we? Okay, so we're going second to home on a single to center field. So it's going to be run plus 15, which is 74, plus 15 because there's 2 outs. Look at the chart in the upper center of the screen. So Torgerson's rating is going to be 64, but that's going to be plus 30. So it's going to be all the way up to 94 and he gets home. And he does get home. And yep. So Torgerson gets home. Bubba Phillips gets an RBI, and the Chicago White Sox now have another run. And the Chicago White Sox now lead the game 3-0. Earl Wilson will be pitched to Jim McAnany. Runner in second. 23. And that will be a ground out. But there's a 2. That dice roll is 0. So the 2 is 0-3. Is there a platoon advantage? No, it's a ground out. It's righty versus righty, and it's ground out. So that ground out will be grounded to first baseman. All right. Okay, so 1, 2. That will be the 1. That's a double play. And 4. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so Lawler hit into a double play. All right, so Lawler hit into a double play. It was Torgerson. So Lawler hit into double play. Then we had Al Smith single. Then we had the force out on Smith at second base. So I made a boo-boo. So that fielder's choice by Torgerson, that was the 3rd out. So actually, the score right now is still White Sox. Score is still White Sox 2, Detroit Tigers nothing. Okay. All right. So now we have to go to so now the White Sox are going to be up. Bubba Phillips will lead off. Let's make mistakes. So Bubba Phillips will lead off. Top of the 4th inning. White Sox ahead 2-0. And I just made a little boo-boo there. But it's okay. No one's perfect. All right, here we go. So Earl Wilson's pitching to Bubba Phillips. And we get 28. And that will be a ground ball to the second baseman, 4-3 for the first out. Next up, we'll have Jim McAnany. And there's the pitch to McAnany. We got 80, so that will be a hit. And the ball is hit towards center field. 71, that will be a single. So that'll be a long single. It's a center field for McAnany. And we got Dick Donovan up. And, of course, Dick Donovan's going to bunt. So the bunter A, 91. Pop 2 out, batter pops the catcher. So the sacrifice doesn't work. We have 2 outs, and Luis Aparicio is up. Jim McInerney, we're not going to have him try to steal, but we are going to try the hit and run here. Aparicio up. Aparicio is a really good contact hitter. And we got 33. 33 is going to be a ground out, but because it's hit and run, I got to roll. Went to 33 and it's a single, so he is out. So we got a 1, and the 1 for a right-hander, he hits the pitcher, and it's 1-3 for the third out. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the White Sox are ahead of the Tigers 2-0. Due up for the Tigers will be Horton. Due up for the Tigers will be Horton, Cash, and Freehand. And there's the pitch, 58. 58 is going to be a fly ball into left field for 1 out. Dick Donovan is going to face Norm Cash. There's the windup. And the pitch to Cash is 0-9. That will be a strikeout. It'll be a low strikeout, but that will be a ground out because Dick Donovan does not strike out a lot. So the ground out by the lefty will be 6-3 for 2 outs. And we got Bill Freehand up. Donovan will pitch to Freehand. And we got 24. That will be a strikeout, and that will be a genuine strikeout because that's a high K, so he's going to be out. So we're going to the top of the 5th inning now. The Chicago White Sox have a 2-0 lead. And now up will be the second in the top of the 5th. Earl Wilson will be pitching to Nellie Fox. Over you go. All right. Earl Wilson's pitching to Nellie Fox. And we roll a 75. And that will be a hit. Again, if Earl Wilson was -2, he would have stolen that hit, but he's only -1 to the hits. So that'll be a hit by Nellie Fox, but we got a 2. We have to check out and see what's up with that. Is there a platoon advantage? No, it's the only thing we might have is an X play. 99, we have possible X play. Well, we have an X play. There's nobody on, so we're going to roll. And I rolled an 82. If any out other than K, automatic error check. So, what was the out? No, it was a hit. So it was 82. Any out other than K, automatic error check, but it was a hit. So I'm going to roll for the hit. And I got 80. 80 is going to be a double. So Nellie Fox leads off the inning with a double. The White Sox keep getting the hits. And we're still top of the no outs, top of the 5th inning. Chicago White Sox have a 2-run lead. It's Earl Wilson versus the number 3. And it's 66. 66 is going to be a clean fly out to center field. Nellie Fox. Do we want to send him second to third? No, Nellie Fox is a 55 running. We're not going to send him second to third. I just want to take a look at the chart. So, action first, second to third, and it was regular fly out. It's going to be -15, so it's going to be 40 plus the arm. And no, we're not going to try it. All right, so Earl Wilson's going to be pitching to Shermwaller. And 0-2 is going to be a walk. Earl Wilson's -1 for the walk. He is not -2 for the walk. If he was -2 for the walk, he would have prevented the walk. Al Smith, runners on first and second. 1 out. Chicago threatening again. So the roll was 32. 32 will be a straight ground ball. So I'm looking at, so we rolled a 2 on that dice. And if it's plus base on ball, it's the lowest grounder, becomes a base ball, which it's not. So I have to see if there's no possibility of a platoon. 95, we have an X play. So I'm going to roll the dice on the X play. We get 26. 26, if strikeout, check for catcher, pass ball, and batter to first. It's not a strikeout. It is a regular out. So on the 0, the Al Smith is going to be grounded to first base. Now we have runners at first and second. It's a regular ground out. So it is going to be, let's see, we've got a 0, and we have a right-handed batter. So it's going to be the pitcher. So it's going to be 1 to 4, and then Al Smith is going to have a chance to beat out the double play throw. The pivot man is Dick McAuliffe, who's -5. So 1 through 55 to beat out that's 14. So he beats out the double play. The runner will go to third base. So we have runners at first and third for Earl Torgeson. Runners at first and third for Earl Torgeson. And the windup. And the pitch. 69. That is going to be a fly ball. And that's going to be a fly ball to the left-hander. 60. And we got an 8. And that's going to be a fly out to center field for the third out. So the White Sox take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 5th inning here at Detroit. It's the 59 Chicago White Sox versus the 68 Detroit Tigers. Here we go. So we got Dick Donovan's going to Northrop. 71. That is going to be a fly ball, and that's going to be an out. So the left-hander Donovan is going to be a fly ball to right field. So Dick Donovan, I don't want to jinx him, but he is pitching a good game. Hopefully this continues for the White Sox. All right, Dick Donovan's pitching to Don Worth. 93, and there, of course, I would jinx it, right? So that's a hit by Don Worth. And the hit, unless it's a home run, is going to be into the center field. And it's 100. It is a long, long fly ball. Where is a right-hander? We're going to add 10 to the roll. 32 becomes 42. Home run, Don Worth. With that one home run is now 2-1 lead. Don Worth took it deep. So now the Detroit Tigers have gained 1 run back, and the White Sox still lead, though, 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning. That's the first run for the Detroit Tigers. The home team fans are happy. My dogs agree. Here's a pitch to Earl Wilson. 0-4. That will be a strikeout, but Dick Donovan is a minus strikeout person. So the lowest strikeouts become a ground ball. That's the lowest strikeout, so that's the ground out. So the ground out for Earl Wilson is going to be 5-3, 2 outs. Now up will be Dick McAuliffe. Dick McAuliffe is going to hit. Donovan's going to pitch to McAuliffe. And that'll be hit by McAuliffe. So McAuliffe hits the ball into right field for a hit. And we get 51, and that is a single. So Dick McAuliffe is at first base. And now up will be Mickey Stanley. So it's 2 outs. Tigers hoping to get something going here. Dick Donovan is pitching to Mickey Stanley. There's the pitch, and it is 10. That will be a strikeout. However, that's a low K. 10. Yep. That's a low K, so the lowest strikeouts become ground balls. So that will be out. So Mickey Stanley will be out 6-3. So in the bottom of the 5th inning, Tigers get 1 run back, but they're still behind 2-1. So the 59 Chicago White Sox are going to come up, still facing Earl Wilson, and the score is Chicago 2, Detroit 1. And Bubba Phillips is going to be up. Earl Wilson still has not faced 27 batters. He has plenty of life left. 0-2 is going to be a walk. Again, if Earl Wilson was minus 2 walks, that would have been a ground ball. But Earl Wilson's minus 1 walk, so Bubba Phillips goes to first base. Bubba Phillips is on first base. Jim McInerney's up. And I'm thinking of a little hit and run action here. Yeah, we're going to get a little hit and run action here. 73. 73 is going to be a fly ball. Let's see if there's any adjustments. So, yeah, 70. That was a 73. And that was the highest fly ball number. But now that would have been a hit if Earl Wilson's +1 to hits, but he's not. He's -1 to hits, so that is a fly out. And it's a regular fly out. And they got to roll 7, so that's going to be a fly out into center field. And that's going to be the first out. So Dick Donovan's going to be up. And he's going to bunt. And we get 86 for the bunt. And it's pop out to catcher. Second time he's popped out to catcher on the bunt. He has to be able to do the job bunting. All right, so top of the order, Luis Aparicio. Top of the 6th inning, Aparicio will hit 25. 25 will be a ground ball. But we roll. So it's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. But we want to see if there's an error check. I'm going to just read that. I'm going to re-roll because that was a wrong color dice. 22. So 22 is a range check, not an error check. So that is going to be 4-3 for the third out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Detroit Tigers are going to be batting. They're behind 1-0 to the 59 Chicago White Sox. Dick Donovan will be facing Alkaline, Willie Horton, and Norm Cash. Alkaline is up. And here's the pitch. And we got 10. That will definitely be a walk for Alkaline. So the tying run is at first base. Nobody out. Alkaline, 13-62. Ooh, he can steal. Willie Horton has a lot of strikeouts. So Alkaline's going to try to get the jump. No chance. All right. So Horton's not going to steal. So, but we are still going to, oh man, I hate to do it, but we are still going to hit and run just to stay out of the double play. 42 is a ground ball. All right. So now I got to roll to see if that ground ball is run to hit. So 53 is not a hit. So that's an extra ground ball. So the play is going to be made at 2. We have a right-hander, so the play is going to be made 5-4. And Horton has to beat out the double play throw. However, Horton has to beat out the double play throw. He needs a 38 or under. 95, he doesn't do it. 4-3. So it's still a 5-4-3 double play. And Norm Cash will be up. So Dick Donovan will be facing Norm Cash, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And we got 81. That's going to be hit for Cash. And now we have to check to see if we do, and I know I knocked the blue. So 25 is going to be a range check. So we're going to roll to see what position, because I forgot what the blue dice was. 8 is a lefty. That's going to be a range check on Jim Landis. Now, Jim Landis is a 6. All right. So 6 or lower, and Landis. Oh, but it's not. It's not tracked down by Jim Landis, so it is a hit. So Norm Cash, we're looking at 56, and that's going to be a single. So we got runner on, 2 outs, and we got Bill Freehand up. Bill Freehand, and the windup in the pitch. And it's 57. 57 is going to be a fly ball into 57 is going to be a fly ball into center field. I got to check to see if there's an error possibility, and there is no error. So that's fly ball to center field for the 3rd out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning in a very good game with the Detroit Tigers behind the Chicago White Sox, 1-0. No, we're going to the top of the 7th, actually. Okay, that's good. 0. So we're going to the top of the 7th inning. And the Chicago White Sox are going to be up. And it's going to be Nellie Fox who's going to lead off. Earl Wilson is facing his 28th batter of the game. Earl Wilson's facing his 28th batter of the game. 52. And that will be a fly ball into center field. That's the 1st out. So no, 28, 29. No, this is Earl Wilson's 30th batter of the game. Earl Wilson will face Landis. 28 will be a ground out to the shortstop. So it's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. And 64, so it'll be 6-3. I have to roll that dice to see if we would have had an error check. There were no error checks. All right, so Earl Wilson will be pitching to Sherm Lawler, cleanup hitter. Lawler is 0 for 1, 2 walks, 1 run, and a strikeout. And here's the pitch. And we got 15. 15 is a strikeout for Sherm Lawler. That takes care of the inning. And we go. 7th inning stretch with the home-standing 68 Detroit Tigers behind the 59 Chicago White Sox, 2-1. There we go. All right. All right, so time to take a break. I'm just going to grab a drink. My dad, Dr. Pepper. That's good. All right, here we go. So now, Dick Donovan still has only faced 24 batters. So he's got a little bit left in the tank. I would say 90 is a hit for Jim Northrup. Here's the pitch. 42 will be a single for Northrup. So the tying run is on first base, nobody out. And now up will be Don Wirt. So I'm going to look at the Detroit strategy chart. Let's see what Detroit will do here. All right, so Mayo Smith is actually, it did have the name, it's Mayo Smith. Mayo Smith is the manager of the, okay, so average use of sacrifice hits, most likely at the bottom of the batting order. Virtually no use of the stolen base, above average use of hit and run play. Play for the big inning over 1 run. Average use of pinch hitters, especially with Gates Brown in crucial situations. All right, I'm going to let it work. Oh boy, that's a tough one. So they do above average use of pinch hitters. I'm definitely going to pinch hit for the pitcher. So Wirt's going to hit away. This is crazy, but so we got 84. And Dick Donovan. So if Dick Donovan was minus 3 to hits, it would not have been a hit. But it is a hit. But we got a 2. And so we'll leave the gap platoon. Plus, but there is no platoon because Wirt or Donovan are not platoon type players. So 12. So that is a hit. And the hit for the right-hander Donovan is going to be into left field. I mean for Wirt. And we get 0-6. So that is a short single. So Wirt comes through in the clutch. We got runners at first and second. And the pitcher is up. Earl Wilson is scheduled to come up. However, the Detroit Tigers are going to the bench. And they're going to bring in Gates Brown. So there's only one out. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Earl Wilson scheduled to pitch, but Gates Brown is coming in to pinch hit. Pinch hitter extraordinaire for this team. So, actually, yeah, it's up to 68. And here's the windup and the pitch. 88 is a hit by Brown. So Gates Brown slams it into center field. 75, and that will be a double. And that will score 1 run, 2 runs. Gates Brown has a chance to try to beat it into third base, but he's not going to do it. And Detroit Tigers have got 2 runs. They now have the lead. Now, I just want to take a look. So we're going to first to third on a triple. So we're going on a double to home. The fly ball I said was a center field. Where's the fly ball? So we had Gates Brown hit the 7. Gates Brown was the lefty. So on a 7, Gates Brown hit the ball into center field. So looking at the chart on top, second base, no, it'd be first base to home on a double. So we use the runners and the outfielder arm. The outfielder is minus 10. Don Wirt is a 40. Oh, so it's a tie game. Don Wirt is not going home yet because it would be 0 to 36 on Don Wirt's card. So Don Wirt is not going home. He's going to hold up, and we'll have Dick McAuliffe up with a runner on first and third. Well, it is a tie game now. 1-2-2. And Donovan is pitching to McAuliffe. Tough choices here. Oh, now the next question. So infield in, a line drive becomes a double. A grounder, you have a chance for a single, but you'll have a better play on that runner on third base, and it won't affect the double play chances. So the infield is going to be in because McAuliffe is a very quick runner. The infield's going to be in, and McAuliffe's going to hit away. 86 is another hit, and that ball is going to be hit into left field, I believe. Yep. So the hit is into left field. 83. So we got hit into left field with an error check. So the first thing I'm going to do is see the type of hit it is. So we got 71, so it's double into left field. So that will score, that will finally score Wirt, and that will score Gates Brown. So that will give the Tigers a 2-run lead. Now I have to check the left fielder. The left fielder is Al Smith. His error rating is a 4. That is an error on the double. So Al Smith in left field cannot get a handle on it. You gotta check the error chart on the double. So Al Smith cannot get a handle on it, and I'm gonna roll. That's the error chart right there, and it's hit. So I rolled a 47, 1 base for batter, 2 bases for base runners. So that will give. So left fielder just has a brief bobble. That will move McAuliffe to third. So we have a runner at third. The Detroit Tigers have a 2-run lead. Runner at third. Detroit Tigers have a 2-run lead with nobody out still. That's going to be it for Dick Donovan. So we're going to take a break here as the Chicago White Sox and Dick Donovan are out of the, is going to, White Sox are going to go with a pitching change. They're going to take Donovan out. They're going to bring in, they have pitcher by committee. Ooh, Turk Lone's a really good relief pitcher, and Ken McBride's a really good relief pitcher. I'm going to bring in Ken McBride. Well, it's Turk Lone. Turk Lone is going to come in. It's a little bit, it's only the 7th inning. But Arias and Staley aren't really super good relievers. And so, yeah, Arias is a lefty. I could bring in Staley. I'm going to bring in Staley instead of Turk Lone. So we're going to go with, but Staley doesn't have a platoon advantage. All right, we are going to go with Staley. I'm going to go with Staley. So Staley, I'm not sure your name, but you're going to come in. Where's Wirt? So Staley's going to come in and pitch for the Chicago White Sox. So Gary Staley is going to come in for Dick Donovan, or Jerry Staley. All right, Staley comes in for Donovan. Still nobody out. We have a runner at third base. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Still nobody out. Dick McAuliffe is at third base. 68 Tigers have a 4-2 lead. And Mickey Stanley is going to be up. And Dick Donovan is hitting the shower. All right, there we go. So Mickey Stanley, Gene Staley, run on third base, nobody out. Nothing fancy here, hit the ball. 46 is going to be a ground out, but I want to check. 46 is going to be a ground out, but I want to check to see 95 is an error check. So the ground out would be to the third baseman, but we have a possible error. By Bubba Phillips. Bubba Phillips is a 5, and we do have an. Yep, Bubba Phillips is a 5, and we have an error on Bubba Phillips. I believe that is his first. So we're going to check the error. It's an error on a ground ball. So error on Bubba Phillips at third base. 12, and it's a regular fielding error. It's just a muff. So runners up, but that will be home. Dick McAuliffe. That's actually the second error in a row. We had an error on the left fielder in the previous inning. Error 5. That will give the Tigers a 5-0 lead. And Alkaline is up. Staley is not a good pitcher, but he's staying in. All right, run first. Line's good contact hitter. We're going to hit and run. 70. Staley is +3 to hit, but so that would mean 73 or above, but 70 is below that. So that will be a long fly ball to right field. Now the right fielder is Jim McInerney. So the question is, do we want Stanley to tag up and go to second? So we don't actually, we're not going to do that. I see it, and I think that would be a very low percentage play anyway. So Alkaline flies out. We got one out. And a pitch to Horton. And we got 79 is a hit by Horton. So Horton gets a hit. And that's 41. That will be an ordinary single. Stanley. And the single blue dice was a 6. So it's into center fielder. The center fielder is -10 to the throw. And that will be 46. And it's not 2 outs, so no, we're going to leave him. So I'll put runners at first and second. Let's take a look at that. All right. So looking up above, we're going first to third on a single to center field. It's going to be -15. And then it's going to be minus another 10 for the throwing out. No, we're not gonna send him extra bases. So we got runners at first and second. So we got runners at first and second. 1 out. And Norm Cash up. 84 is a hit by Cash. Cash hits that ball. Into right field, hard. So Cash, the lefty, hits that ball into right field. It's a 69. That will be a long double. Norm Cash is a 41, and he's not going to try to stretch that into a triple. Stanley comes home. That's going to be it for Staley. Horton's going to third. That hit was into right field. The right fielder is a -5. So on the chart above, we got first to home on a double. It's just the runner in the outfielder's arms. Willie Horton, I don't think is a fast runner. No, he's 38, so he ain't going anywhere. So we got runners at second and third, still 1 out. Staley is hitting the shower. And coming in for the White Sox will be Rudy Arias for Staley. Rudy Arias is coming in for Staley. Ooh. Arias. So Tigers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs in this inning. They have a 6-2 lead. And Freehand's going to be up. Arias is going to pitch to Freehand. So Arias is going to pitch to Freehand. 94. So 94, and that was a 5. So 94, that will be a hit. I got to see if there's an X possibility. There is an X rating, so we're going to see what the X play is. And that's going to be 17. If, based on ball, umpire makes wrong call, change result to K, but no, there's a runner on. So we do a wild pitch check. Rudy Arias doesn't throw many wild pitches. He's a 1. And no wild pitch, but it's a hit now for Bill Freehand. And we got 65. That's going to be a short double for freehand. That will bring in 2 more runs. And that will give the Tigers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will give the Tigers an 8-2 lead. Oh boy, it looks like that the Tigers are going to win this game. They have an 8-2 lead, but we'll see. And here's the lineup and the pitch to Northrop. And 16. 16 is going to be a strikeout. 1 away. So Rudy Arias. And so Northrop. Yeah, Northrop with the K. Okay. So that's going to be 2 outs. Runner on second. And now Arias is going to be pitching to Ward. Ward has a home run and a single. And there's the lineup. And the pitch. Arias is pitching to Ward. 11. That's going to be a strikeout. So Arias allows a double. And that double, but he did strike out 2. So Arias is going to be go to the bench. Now the White Sox are going to be up. So in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Tigers scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. So Tigers have big 7th inning. And that gave them 7-2. Let's see. That gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gave them a 8-2 lead. So now the Tigers need a pitcher. They got to hold these White Sox down to less than 6 runs. Earl Wilson has to leave the game because they brought in a pinch hitter, which happened to work actually. So due up is going to be Smith, Torgerson, and Phillips. Smith, Torgerson, and Phillips due up for the White Sox. Now I have to go. Now Detroit's going to go with a pen. They got 2 innings. Detroit, McMahon, Wyatt, Warden, and Lasher. Detroit has a very, very good 4 pitchers that are minus on the hits. So we're going to go with Lasher's actually the weakest of them. We're going to go with Don McMahon because he has an 8. So Don McMahon is going to be up. And he's going to come in to pitch for the Detroit Tigers. We're ahead 8-2. Okay. So I'm going to mark that inning is over. And Don McMahon. So the final line on Earl Wilson was 7 innings, 2 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 7 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks. I think he only had 2 strikeouts. Now we're going to get Don McMahon. Don McMahon. I'm bringing Don McMahon in because he has that 8. He can pitch to 8 batters. But the other, but he's -5 to hits, -1 to the walk, -24 to the home run, and +6 to. He's an awesome pitcher. All right, so the work is cut out for the Chicago White Sox. Al Smith is up. 15 will be a strikeout. Al Smith, 1 down. Next up will be Earl Torgerson. Earl Torgerson is going to be up for the White Sox. And the pitch to Torgerson is 34. That is another strikeout. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for this Detroit pitching staff. Bubba Phillips is now going to be up. Hoping to get some going here. And it's 74. And that's going to be a fly out. And it's going to be a fly out to center field. So 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Chicago White Sox. The sun is setting on the 6:59 Chicago White Sox in this game. So coming in will be Rudy Arias. He's going to stay the pitcher for Chicago. And pitching position is going to be up. It's going to be Don McMahon. So Don McMahon's going to try to finish the game. Okay. I need to get a flat green surface. That's right. All right, here's the pitch. 64 is going to be a pop out for the right-hander, and it's going to be a pop out to shortstop. Where's the last out? It's going to be a pop out. Okay, yeah, it's pitcher position, so it's going to be a pop out to shortstop. I got confused because the Tigers batted around. All right, so it's top of the 8th. So we're in Tiger Stadium. Wind blowing out. The 68 Tigers have an 8-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning against the 59 Chicago White Sox. Dick McAuliffe is up with 1 out. 0-8 is going to be a walk. And we've got a 1, but that's not going to affect it. So we're going to run on first. McAuliffe's going to be up. We're not going to do anything fancy. We're not going to steal bases and create bad feelings and all that. Mickey Staley is going to roll 25. That's going to be a grounder into double play. So that's going to be a 6-3 double play. 6 unassisted to 3. And we're going to go to the top of the 9th. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. The Chicago White Sox are behind the Detroit Tigers. 6-8. 2-8. Let's adjust this. Just the camera a little bit. Some of that craziness out of the way. There we go. Okay. So the White Sox are going to have McEnany. And I want to see how the White Sox handle. I want to see how the White Sox. Where's the White Sox card? Okay, let's take a look at the White Sox and see how they handle pinch hitting. Average use of pinch hitters, they use pinch runners. Average use of defensive replacements. Average use of starting pitchers, let them go the distance with a comfortable lead. Okay. So, pitching for the Tigers will be Don McMahon. Don McMahon right there. He's the man, Don McMahon. Jim McEnany is going to be hitting for the White Sox. The Detroit Tigers are going to make a defensive replacement. The Detroit Tigers are going to bring in, if I can find the Detroit Tigers bench. The Detroit Tigers are going to make a defensive replacement. If I can find them. The Detroit Tigers. Where's the Detroit Tigers bench? Oh, there we are. Okay. So Detroit Tigers are going to bring in Dick Tracewski. Dick Tracewski is going to come in at short. So Dick Tracewski for the shortstop, Stanley. In 9th. All right, so we go from a 3-6 plus 5 to a 4-2, better range, fewer errors, -5. So there's the defensive replacement we got. So McMahon is going to pitch to McInerney. So on the bench, in the on-deck circle for the Chicago White Sox, is going to be Larry Doby. Larry Doby is going to be on deck for the Whites. Is going to hit for the pitcher, McInerney. There's the pitch. 80. 80 will be a hit for McInerney. And that will be a hit to left field. I got to check to see. And I'll be at 100. There's an error possibility. So hit is into left field. Left fielder is a 2. No, it's a 3 error. All right, so it's no error by the left fielder. McInerney is deep. No, it's, well, not a deep drive. That was actually a 6. That was a 96. That's going to be a triple for McInerney. That's going to be a triple. So Jim McInerney, hits triple, run on third, nobody out. Larry Doby will pinch hit for the pitcher, Rieras. Larry Doby. Doby pinch hits. Okay, McMahon's going to face Doby. McMahon has faced, that's only the first hit, fourth batter. So Larry Doby. McMahon's going to pitch to Doby. Here's the pitch. And we have an 89. So 89 is going to be a hit to Doby, I believe, into center field. So Doby's hit hits the ball hard into center field. We get a 2. We got 71. So that's a hit into center field by Larry Doby. Roll to see what kind of hit it is. 15 is going to be a short single, but that will bring home 1 run. So now it's 8-3. Run on first, Larry Doby. Doby has some speed. Catcher's freehand. Question is, do the Detroit Tigers should I make a defensive substitution for the catcher? Backup catcher is Price. He's a +50. Nah. The backup catcher is Price for the Tigers, and he's a 15. And Comer, which is a +15. So the backup catchers are both +15. Now, question is, what do we do? We got Doby on first. Doby wants to have the double play. Luis Aparicio is up. Doby's on first. Aparicio is we're gonna do a hit and run with Larry Doby. Doby has some speed. Aparicio is a good contact hitter. That's 48. All right, 48 is a pop-up. And we got righty, so the only thing we can check for, and that's a pop-up. So that's going to be, he's righty for, and that is going to be a pop-up to third base. Runners hold, infield fly will call. So we got a runner, still have a runner on first base. We got Nellie Fox up. Nellie Fox is very rarely strikes out. McMahon's going to face his 7th batter in Nellie Fox. And Nellie Fox gets a hit. So Nellie Fox hits the ball in the opposite field to left field. Let's see what kind of hit Nellie Fox got. 25, he gets a single. And Larry Doby goes to second. So we're going to look first to third on a single to left field. So first to third, a single to left field, you start off with subtracting 30. So no, we're not going to go first to third on that single. So now up, we got Jim Landis, runners at first and second, 1 out. Tigers have action in the bullpen. And here's the pitch. And 52. 52 will be a line drive. Good thing I didn't hit run. Line drive by a righty is going to be to the third base. L5. So that'll be 2 outs. So 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. Chicago White Sox are the visiting team. They're behind 8-2, 8-3 actually. They got a runner on first and second. Their cleanup hitter, Sherm Lawler, is up. Could be the last out of the game. A home run here will make it a 2-run game. There's a pitch. Wind is blowing out. 79 is going to be a hit into right field, so it's deep to right. So Lawler gets a hit into right field. 78 is going to be a double. So Sherm Lawler doubles. That will bring Larry Doby home. That will bring Nellie Fox. Nellie Fox is a quick runner too. That will bring Nellie Fox home because it's a plus. And we now have, and Sherm Lawler can try to stretch it into a triple, which he's not going to. He's a 44 runner. All right, so that'll be it for McMahon for the Tigers. So that makes the score 5-3. So now we have a 5-3 game. McMahon's coming out. And coming in for the Detroit Tigers. Where's the Tigers bullpen? Tigers bullpen. Coming in for the Detroit Tigers will be, and we have Al Smith, who's a righty. So we're going to want a righty to come in. Will be John Wyatt. I'm bringing in John Wyatt. I'm bringing in Wyatt instead of Dick Donovan. Well, Dick Donovan started, so I can't bring him in. No, instead of, okay, so Dick Donovan also played for the Tigers. I can bring Dick Donovan in off the bench. He's very close to Wyatt. However, Wyatt has a -13 to his home runs. So that's why I'm bringing in Wyatt. So John Wyatt's coming in. John Wyatt's coming in for Don McMahon. Okay, Wyatt's coming in for McMahon. 2 outs. The White Sox. The score is now Detroit 8, White Sox 5. The tying run is in the on-deck circle. Let's put it that way. 2 outs. That's 11. That will be a strikeout for the 3rd out, and that is the game. So, at the top of the 9th inning, the White Sox pick up 3 runs. But that's not enough to overcome the 6-run lead. And the final score is going to be the 68 Detroit Tigers 8 and the Chicago White Sox 5. The White Sox had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits and 2 big errors, really big errors. The White Sox had 2 big errors in that 7th run, 7th inning. And the Tigers had 1 error, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. That's all today, folks. Thank you very much. It was a fantastic game. And again, the final score, the 59 Chicago White Sox were beaten by the 68 Detroit Tigers 8-6. Next game will be the 67 Red Sox. We're going to play at the 71 Pirates. Should be a good game, folks. So I will be seeing you tomorrow, hopefully.